everybody, it's me with Lollipop Love. If you watch my current unboxing, I got this extension table for my sewing machine, and I think I got it set up. It's a little weird. I haven't used it yet, but hopefully it's I'm almost tempted to get the extra one out and see what it does. It has this lip right here, but if you make it flush right here, then the lip's way up. I didn't read the directions. But we're gonna sew today, so get your stuff out. I'm almost done with this. I've got all my blocks done. All of my blocks are done, and so all I gotta do is sew my rows together. And hopefully they'll go together good, but I'm not sure, so we're going to have to see if they actually do go together good. I might have to go over here and iron on that iron. I need to plug it up. Hold on. Since I got rows, I might have to iron out the rows as I go, and I like to do that on my ironing board right here. So I still have room for my cutting table, which is good. I like that. I still got room there. So, what are y'all working on? I got some new TV shows to talk about that I'm watching. I got done with S-Town. It's different. We'll just say different. It was very interesting, though. I can't say that it did not keep me intrigued, because it very much so kept me intrigued. It for sure did that. So I got to turn my iron on, don't I? I can't just plug it up. I have to actually turn it on. I always turn it off before I unplug it for some reason. I don't know why I do that, but I do. And I'm going to use my little pins right here to pin them together. So let's see. I tell you, I don't know what I would do without this board right here. I really don't know what I would do without it. And all I did was I went to Dollar Tree and I bought those, they're like little cork boards. They're not cork boards. They're like a poster board, but corrugated, I guess you would say. Like a corrugated poster board. I'll call it that. A corrugated poster board. That's what they were. And I've got 1, 2, 3. Let's see. I don't know where it ends, but however many. And then I just took duct tape and taped them together. And my husband screwed them on the wall. And I glued some batting over it. That's all I did. To get them to where and then he screwed it to the wall. So it cost me probably, I already had the batting. I don't know, let's see where, I know it's 3 across. don't know how long they are, but I just got, I'm going to say 6. I don't know that it was even that many. And I put them up there, taped them together with duct tape, put them up there. My husband screwed them to the wall, and I put a batting over it, glued it on there. And that was that. And it's come in very useful. Now the one that's on this, the one that's on this wall over here that's holding that one, that's actually just that one that you buy. I think it's $34. I didn't want to have to screw more screws in the wall. It's really just a piece of extra heavy, like a little thicker than batting. I'm sure you could just put, I'm done bleeding with this quilt. I guess you could put just a piece of batting up. Now I did see, I think it's Just Get It Done quilts. She used a one of those Dollar Tree what do you call it? Goes over your table. Dining room table cover that had the fleece, like fleecy felt stuff on the back. That feels more like felt. I would think that's like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It feels exactly like felt, because this is a piece of felt, and it feels exactly the same. So just get you some felt. I mean, it's holding up. It don't hold as good as if you can pin it, but it holds fine. And I just use some little pins, straight pins. If I want to hold something up like that, I'll get some straight pins and just press them in the wall a little bit. But all it is felt. I think that's that. Is it Fons and Porter? Fons and Porter wall design board. It's not a board. It's just a big, huge piece of felt. That's it. So I'm sure you can do that. Probably cheaper if you go to Joann's. I would feel like you could probably do it cheaper. Okay, so she's on there. She feels flush right here. I'm gonna have to put another piece of I got my diagonal seam tape right there. I'm probably gonna have to put another piece there. But I'm gonna just check it out, see if I like it, so that if I go to quilt, I'm not gonna like this when I go to quilt. I know that. I'm not gonna like this because this side is not popping up like this side. This side has a lip that is higher than that side. I don't feel like that lip should be there like that. Like it's curved down. Let's see. You know, in my Missouri Star unboxing, it came out of that, and they sent me a second one. I'm almost tempted to, let's see, example of correct fixed sloped machine. I don't feel like it should have that lip right there. I mean, it goes up a good 1/4 of an inch right here. Why would it do that? Oh, because it's sloped. Because my machine don't slope, does it? Yeah, I guess it does. But if I put it down to be flush with that, then this part gets all wonky. I guess I'm going to have to read, ain't I? I feel like if I bought this, to go with this machine, and it has that little slope that if it would fit right. Or maybe it's making it where it's straight across and then it misses the slope maybe. I always don't like something when I first get it. It takes me a minute to like it. I'll read on it later. I just don't feel like it right now. So has anybody got a whole quilt done yet? Let's see. Is this going to hurt me, like being this far away? Am I going to start aching? I wonder. Wonder. So, I was just watching the Quilted Marine, and he had uploaded one about thread. And how he was having trouble with his Bernina till he switched out to the Orfil. If I remember right, one of my machines likes it and one of them don't. I feel like my brother didn't like it. That may have been why I was having so much trouble with my Eversone 30. I wasn't using the Orfil, I was using the Missouri Star, and I'm wondering, this machine likes it fine because I'll buy the Missouri Star thread because it's cheaper. It doesn't, I mean, it seems to be just like the Orfil, but now I'm wondering if I should have switched over to the Orfil on that one, because I remembered that one of them liked it and one of them didn't, and I was having so much trouble with it that well, this is mighty smooth. Wow. Huh. This is going mighty smoothly. I probably should have tried it and switched it out. I tell you what, this little thing right here is smooth. She's a lot quieter. And I have been able to just keep sewing and not having to stop and start like I was before. But, you know, it could have been I needed the Orfil in there. I can't go fast on this table because it bounces. Maybe that's what the case was. But I feel like I can actually get stuff done. And that diamond quilt with all those thick seams, bless its heart, it was having so much trouble in the Eversone. And I put that straight stitch plate on here when I first got it. And we just zoomed right along through that one. It's like almost, I mean, just being able to keep sewing and not having to stop and fiddle with this and fiddle with that, it's been like so refreshing. I mean, I know that's bad to say, but I like the other little one. I do like it a lot. But if I had the choice between that one and if it wasn't a money issue, because when I first bought that one, I didn't want to put a whole lot of money into a machine if I wasn't going to use it. Then, you know, that's why I first got the Singer, and then I thought I was upgrading to the Eversome 30, which it was. It was an upgrade from that $99 Singer. But if I'd have known, I could have, let's see what those are run. They was running 300 or something when I bought it, maybe 400, and I got it on sale because I found a coupon at a store that was on sale and got it for like $386, I think, brand new. I think Sewing Machine Plus was having a sale or something. Somebody was. And it was either them or the one down there, Muscle Shoals. Which one are they? I can't remember. There's one down there in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. That's a sewing machine repair place and sells them, and dealer. And I got one from them, and I got the other one at Sewing Machines Plus. But this one right here, if I'd have had the money, I would have just went ahead and got this one instead of skipping the step to that. Because if you know you're going to sew, you know, it's, and you're beginning, I know they say, well, don't get a, you know, don't waste your money. But it makes it easier on that new person sewing. They don't have to spend the time messing with the machine. I would have just went ahead and got that. This one. Because she just, oh, makes me happy. And she is fine with seams. She don't care about seams. She goes right through them. Which is so lovely. The only thing, now the things I do like, on this top, on the thing, there's a edge. There's a little raised edge so you know that you've got your wheel to the top. That when that little raised edge is all the way up, you know you've got your needle all the way up. I like that. The Eversome doesn't have that. I mean the 30 doesn't have that. I like that this, the tension thing, you have 1, 2, 3, and you have like little braille dots on there to tell you 1, 2, 3. So you know where the what do you call it? The tension of your presser foot is, if it's high or low. On the other one, you just take something and you turn the knob. So once you turn that knob, you don't realize where you were. So you don't know if you was high or low or which way you should have went. I didn't like that. This one I like because you know, it tells you. So that's 2 different things on here. I think that lady was right telling me about threading the machine. Maybe I had it done the other way, but I haven't had trouble since I've really been paying attention. So I think she was the Quilted Project. She probably was on point with that. I thought I was doing it, but I may not have. So I haven't had any issues with that. The one thing I don't like is if you don't use a leader or ender with this one. I don't like it seems to give a little bit more nest at the back, you know, when you cut your thread and then you start sewing again, you can, but it feels to give a more nest in the back fabric than it did on the 30. The 30, I could start up a little bit and back up and come forward, and it wouldn't leave much of a nest in the back. This one does. That's the only thing. And I know I'm being lazy and not holding the thread to keep it from doing that. I understand that. But I'm not doing that every time. And then it's just a, you know, a better quality machine. You can tell it seems to hum when you sew. It's not loud. But I think that one needs the Alexis needs the overall. Jocelyn is just smooth and fine, no drama. Drama-free Jocelyn. All right. So now let me go iron this. Put it back up there. So y'all already putting your rows together on whatever you're quilting, or you still working on your blocks? I've been working on these blocks for a while, and it was just having a struggle with that other machine, I really think. It makes it where you're almost aggravated to where you don't want to do it. I am going to try. I've never put Minky on the back of a quilt yet. I haven't done that. So if y'all have any kind of, if there's anybody out there with any tips on that, please put them in the comments, because I need tips on that. Because I'm going to try to put Minky. Do y'all put batting? If you put Minky on it, do y'all put the batting in the middle, or do you not use the batting? I am curious to know that. I'm trying to make sure I got my blocks going right. Yeah, they are. Okay. Let me know if you put Minky on the back of your quilts. Do you use batting in the middle? Because they had some Minky on sale, of course, and I got this. I think it was called Mamba. It's black with kind of whatever they call Mamba stripes. I don't know what that means, but it looked real nice, and I thought it would match this front really good. So I'm going to put that on. And I've never done the Minky before. And with my brain, I'll overthink it and then just won't do it. And then my long armor, she doesn't do Minky. So, what will I do? There is another lady that long arms on the reservoir side of where I live. I think I come across her webpage. And I would like to do it myself and learn how, but I think I'll start off with a smaller project, not so big a project as this one. And I have some little quilts that need backing that I have other Minky that I can put on there. It's the dimpled kind. It's not as thick as the one I'm going to put on here. Well, I tell you, I'm loving this machine. Loving it. Love it. Okay, so the TV shows. Well, way back when Fargo come out with Billy Bob Thornton, I watched that one. I guess I didn't realize, like, I didn't keep watching, but it looks like each season's a different, like, I thought it kept going, but I don't think it does. I think each season is a different mystery, supposedly true mystery, or murder, or whatever happened. So I turned on Fargo and I was like, I'm going to go back. And then I was like, wait, these are different people on each season's got different people. These aren't even the same people that was in the first one. And then I realized I think they have a different one each time. So I saw number 5 in it had that the season 5 had that girl that did she played, what did she play in that one about John that was trying to kill her mother for money or something? She played in that, but she's played in a lot of different things. I was like, I like her. I'll watch this one. And it's got John Hamm in it. It's the 5th season of Fargo, which is in Minnesota. So they talk like cheese and crackers. It's fun to listen to a different region of the country, or with the different accents, because I'm sure I have an accent to everybody. But they're from there. I don't know. Can I do it? I'm from Minnesota. Is that how you do it? Minnesota. Cheese and crackers. They call it, in the TV show, they call it Minnesota nice. People's being Minnesota nice, where I guess you're pretending to be nice, but you're really not. Kind of like bless your heart down here in the South. That's funny. So yeah, I've been watching that. That's crazy. And then it's got Jennifer Jason Leigh in it. The last time I saw her in one was when she was in that, oh my goodness, was it the 90s movie? She was in that, was that about the undercover cop? I like her too, though. And John Hamm, I like him, but he plays the bad guy. So I'm watching that one. It's super interesting. I think I'm on episode 6, season 5, episode 6. And then I'm watching on HBO or Max, whatever they call it. That's kind of confusing to me. We've always called it HBO, and then you got Cinemax. So why would they call it Max? It sounds like, did Cinemax and HBO combine or something? Because they call it HBO Max or something. But they have on there, and I saw the advertisement of it, which had Jodie Foster in True Detectives, North Country. I didn't even know there was I'm so behind on everything. How old was S-Town? 6 years old? So True Detectives, it's been out for a while, it looks like. It looks like it's on season 4. But I started on season 1, which has Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. And of course, I love me some Matthew McConaughey. All right. And he plays such a different person. Like, he's he's so good at acting, like he puts on another persona when he's acting and makes it look like that's really a different person. But that True Detectives, that first one, it's amazing. Like, if you don't like scary or true crime or nothing, don't watch it. But my goodness, whoo, that's down there in Louisiana. And so yeah, down there, well, even Mississippi, you got parts where ain't nobody and you can do anything and ain't nobody gonna know what you're doing, which is kind of scary, but it is. A lot of rural areas. But that was really good. Both of them, him and Woody Harrelson, played really good in that one. So I watched that whole first season, and I started on season 2, and that's got Vince Vaughn and who's the girl? Rachel Adams. Is that the girl in that? Rachel Adams. That one's a whole different kind of one. That one's more about drugs and city crime. So that one's totally different. Whole nother different vibe. It's okay. I probably don't like it. I love Vince Vaughn though. He's funny. He's playing a different person in this one though. And I mean, he does good. They all do good, you know, but I don't feel like it's as good as season 1. It's hard to beat Matthew McConaughey. Like, he puts it in there, don't he? But I watched it. I did watch season 2. I think I'm on season 3. I want to get to the one with Jodie Foster because I like Jodie Foster too. She's a real good actress. Well, I'm noticing with this extension table, you can get your fabric lined up and not have to stop and start so much. Only reason I'm having to start and stop so much is I have a problem with this machine. Seems to pull the fabric this way. So I have to watch and make sure it's going in a straight line. And I got my seam tape on there. So what are y'all watching? Ooh, that Fargo on that number 5. Oh my goodness, that little girl. She kicking all them men's booty. She's giving them a what for? Come after me. I guess I'll show you. I'm trying to think of any movies that I watched that wasn't a series. And let's see. Now, see, I'm different. I watch the movies. My husband says, well, yep, you can tell Denise picked that because every one I pick seems to have some crazy ending. We've been watching Lawman Bass Reeves on Paramount Plus. That's a good one. Which, of course, you know, Yellowstone's supposed to be coming out with their last season. Is it their last season this year? I don't know what happened to them, but oh yeah, the girl from Yellowstone, she she played in the True Detective in season 2. She was Vince Vaughn's wife. I can't remember her name. but she played Vince Vaughn's wife. So, you know, Luke Grimes is in Yellowstone. I've seen him. He looks like on some of the things that's advertising, he's playing in different shows. I hate that it's the last season, but I mean, that thing could have went on like Dallas. How many years was Dallas on? Let's see. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to take it off and go back to, there we go. Okay. If they'd have let it run, I mean, they could have let it run without Kevin Costner. I mean, he was the main thing, I guess, sort of, but I just dusted this table, putting this extension table on, and it's made it all, I got dust going everywhere. Only thing I don't like is this thing gets static on it, and it is wanting every little bit of piece of lint to be sticking to it, which is going to drive me slap bonkers probably. Hopefully not. That dust has got my nose running. Which I'm sure that's what everybody wants to see, huh? So I wonder what, I haven't looked ahead to see what season 3 of True Detectives is. I don't know what it's going to be. Got my mama's old ironing board. I don't know how long she's had this thing. I just bought a new cover to go on it. My mama ironed everything. She ironed everything. She'd take the curtains down and iron them. When she got through washing them, she'd iron the curtains. All right, let's see. Nope, that's upside down. Okay. All right, yep, that's going right. Okay. It holds without the pen. See, this is up there without a pen. So, you don't have to, this is heavier, and if I smooth it out real good, it'll stay. But, I didn't want to. These are lighter, so they just stick on there with no problem. But yeah, if you want to, if you've got a room where you can and you just want to make a design board, just go to, I can't pull it off because I've glued this batten on there. It's those corrugated poster boards. It's not like a poster board, the thin one. It's more like a it's, I don't know what you call it. It's corrugated in the middle. Let's see. So, I'm trying to see how far down this one went. It feels like it's right here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that must have been 6. I think I did 6. Let's see, yeah, because it's right there. And I just duct taped them. I laid them all out, put some duct tape over it, because you know that's the #1 redneck tool. It's duct tape. I'm just joking. So I put that up there, laid them all out, duct taped them together, stuck them on the wall. My husband screwed them into the wall. and then I put the batting over it and glued the batting over there. If you're going to do hot glue, just be careful. I can't honestly tell you what kind of glue I put on there. I can't remember. I feel like I used the hot glue gun. But just be careful with it. You might want to put it on there and let it cool a second, and then if I didn't use much. Like, I honestly can't remember. I could have used the glue, just the Elmer's glue stick. But, or did I use batting spray? Did I use batting spray? No, surely I didn't use that. It's been up there so long, I can't remember what glue I used. But, I mean, there's all kind of options for glue. But it has held up for a good long time. Now, on some parts, you can feel it doing like this, where the duct tape is. You can feel it pushing in and out, but it's not going anywhere. It's just annoying. Because it's screwed in there, so it ain't going anywhere. I swear, I feel like if I was on the Everstone 30, I'd have had to stop 50 times. I wonder if it was like the Quilt Marine was saying, and I should have switched to the Orifil. One of them loved it, and one of them hated it. I think my brother didn't like it, and I bet that's the one that loved it, and I should have been using that. That might have been what my problem was. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? So since I'm almost done with this one, I'm gonna watch some tutorials. Y'all gonna put me some comments down there what you do if you're putting Minky on the back. Like, what do you do? Do you use batting? Do you not use batting? Do you use pins? I don't think you should use pins, though. If it sinks in there and you can't see them, that wouldn't be good, huh? Do you just baste it with basting spray like you do your regular quilts? What are your tips and tricks for using Minky on the back? I think I'm going to have to get in there with my on my kitchen counter. Or in the living room floor and baste it real good. Oh, you can do that. You can tap it once with the foot pedal and the needle goes up, and then you tap it again and the needle goes down. That's cool. Just don't know why that fabric twists like that and gets... if I remember right, when I was having trouble with the Everstone 30 when I first got it because I didn't understand tension, I feel like the sewing machine man told me that the reason it does that is because of the thread. Like if the thread's twisted or something. Or maybe he was talking about something else. It might have been my seam. I told him the line, this is how much I knew. The lines didn't look straight. They looked like they was going like that. He said that's the way the thread is threaded on the thread spool. So you can't do nothing about that. Like, that ain't right. Should have told me that. That's what happens when your first quilt is a Fonz and Porter DVD, and then your next quilt is YouTube tutorials. YouTube has taught me everything I know. So if it's wrong, it's YouTube's fault. I thought about trying to find a quilt guild somewhere. This don't feel right. Something feels wrong. Okay, there we go. See, I feel like I have to pull it way over because it don't go. Do y'all do that? It don't go in there right. Well, hello, girl. What you doing, sweet baby? I'm not listening, honkers. I'm easy. I'm easy, honkers. I'm easy. She honks like a goose when she wants something. See? She cries and then she'll honk it. She'll honk at me like a goose. I know, it's horrible. You're just so mistreated. I know, it's so bad. Are you out of water or something? Is that what you want, baby? All right. Oh, here comes the other one. She heard me say she wanted something. I wonder why. See, it goes in, like, but then it comes out going that way. What causes that? Is it the thread that causes that? That's just crazy. Crazy, crazy. Hold on, baby. Come here, you want me to hold you? I'm not getting up right now. You're gonna have to wait a minute. I'm right in the middle of something. Go tell Daddy. Go tell Daddy. She went to tell him. She went to tell him. They're going to be bothering him now. Hey, honey. Can you please check, see if they got water? They know that I'll ask my husband if I'm doing something like this. I'll ask him to check on them to see if they need something. And they know that. They'll hear me talking to him. And then I'll go say, go ask Daddy. And there they go. I don't understand why it does that. It pulls to the left. Is it pulling from here? Maybe it's pulling from there. No, it ain't that. That's just annoys me. I feel like the other one did it too, though. One, two, three. 3 more rows. Oh, I'm going to put around the. I'm going to put a border, a small border around of the gray. I'm going to put that around there. because I let him look at it and decide which color he wanted. Just a 2.5 inch strip border, not a big border or anything. And then and this is the quilt off of Missouri Star. Junie calls it her favorite things, or all the favorite things, or the favorite things, all the favorite things. And she gives you all the measurements on there, except for she used a different width on these. I didn't realize I wasn't following directions. And when I went to cut them, I used around the border of the blocks, I used a 2.5 inch strip. So mine is going to be a little different than hers. Mine's a little, the border's going to be thicker around mine than hers, because she used a 2 inch border. And you can go over there, they'll give you all the measurements, or you can buy the pattern. And I used a 2.5 inch border. All the rest of it is exactly the same as her measurements, but that's the difference with mine. If mine looks a little thicker, or the fatter borders. I'll see if I can find the video and link it below, and if you want to do. And like she said, you can put different things in the middle of the block. If there's a certain fabric you like and you like that fabric, you can put that in there instead. It's whatever you want to do. Your middle blocks can be, if you like horses, you want horses in the middle of your blocks. If you like, I can't believe I'm going so fast with this thing. It's amazing. To get a good machine and it works. If you want horses in the middle, you can put horses in the middle. If you want a flower, different types of flowers in the middle, you can do that. If you got a team that you like, you can put their team in the middle. Whatever you want to do. I'm trying to make these points match a little bit. I'm not too worried about it because my husband just wants it done. So it ain't going to be fabulous, but it'll be done. Okie dokie. Let's see. Okay. I was lazy, didn't turn the music on today because I found that one station that I was playing at Christmas, but it said it was copyrighted and I'm scared to use it anymore. So I found some that wasn't copyrighted and it just doesn't sound as good, and I like that channel with the jazz. Maybe I should ask them if I can use it. Because theirs was nice. It had the nice background and you watch the snow falling or fireplace. But, I mean, YouTube didn't flag me on it that I couldn't use it. Because I think they flag you on it and tell you Nope, you can't use it, so who knows? But that's all I need is to have to take something down because I didn't do it right. Well, she's happy. She's going to dig a hole to China, so Daddy must have gave her what she wanted. Did you get what you wanted, Popper Doodles? And it's funny, too, because when they both want something, even Lily, she'll send Poppy in here to beg for it. And then if Poppy don't get it, and then when I go get it, then they both come running. But if it don't work with Poppy, then Lily comes and chimes in to help plead their case. I swear they're smart. They're like having little toddlers. They're forever little babies. Well, don't. You sitting right on my brand new panel. It doesn't matter every time I make a quilt top and I put it over that bed. It's just a twin size bed. It looks smaller than that in the videos, but it's not. It's got a twin size mattress on it. Every time I throw a quilt top up there to look at it, to either, because I don't do quilt math on my borders and my binding and stuff, I'll lay it out and just take I'll lay it out and take the strip and go up to whatever length I need and go over to whatever length I need, and I'll get enough that it covers the whole thing, and I'll put some extra in it, and I always have enough, and I never have to measure. Now that's, yeah, I know. It'll be all right. I do that with borders too. I lay it out on that bed and make sure there's enough to cover it. You know, I always have enough. So if you don't like quilt math, trying to figure out how much binding I need, sew your strips together, lay it out on your bed, and then walk it down the side, over, up, and over, and see if you have enough. And then put an extra, I'll probably put an extra half a length, or probably an extra 6 inches, extra 12 inches on it. Just to make sure I have it covered. And it works out fine every time. But I always have extra binding. I roll up my extra binding in a little roll like a cinnamon bun, and I put a straight pin in it to hold it together. And I have some up there. So one day I'll take it down and make a scrappy binding with it. There's all kind of different colors over there. I'm gonna have to get on Stevie and sew and quilt that. My son's friend wanted a quilt, and I did it with a panel, and I watched Lessons Learned, and she did a tutorial on panels. That week she was doing panels, and she did one with the scenic, like, I think hers was like Yellowstone or something. Well, I think it was the Yellowstone. It was the one where she did mountains on the mountain block. Makes it look like mountains on the side. And I did that. She taught me. And there was another lady that did a tutorial on the mountains block. So I just put the mountains on the side, watching them. And it came out pretty good. And like, so knowing I don't know quilt math and all, what I would do is I would have it up here on my board, and I would take a piece of fabric, put the fabric over there, and then be like a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch over, so that then I could just trim it if I was over. And if I was too, or either put in an extra wider seam. But I allowed for a 1/4 inch of sewing it, and that's how I measured it. And it did fine for me. I messed up on one, and I had to recut that one, but I finally cut it right, and it worked out. I don't know how, somehow it did. This machine has a preset setting for whatever stitch you're doing. So I'm doing the straight stitch, and it's on number 2, and the tension has a preset tension that you're supposed to use, and it had the preset tension at 8. It wasn't working, so I moved it down to 5, and it's making pretty stitches. So if you're watching, oh, that's horrible. So if you're watching, oh, good Lord. It's just this one. And you've got one of these, and your seams are looking funny. Not your stitches. If your stitches are looking funny, you can change your tension. You just have to do it manually. And mine come out fine after that. After that was fine. I moved that 8 down to a 5, and it did fine. So, I mean, you don't always have to go with a preset on your machine. You can change it. Because I was like, Lord have mercy. Am I going to have tension issues on this one too? Nope. It does a pretty seam. So I have some boxes coming in. The sew sampler, I don't know when it's coming in. Probably not soon, but I have a Open Gate spring box. They had a new spring box. She sent out an email to see who would get this spring box. It was expensive. I'm going to just tell you. I hope it's good, because I'm not sure I'm going to get a box that's that expensive again. I mean, it was more than the Christmas box, so I really hope it's extra good. Like, I want a whole quilt kit in there. Usually if I get a quilt kit or something like that, I'll get a quilt kit from Sweetwater, and they break it up into payments. You don't have to pay it all at once. So you put a deposit down, and then later on, this is just turning so bad. Then later on, you know, you pay half, and then you pay half later on the Sweetwater quilts when they come out with one. Usually they'll say, we're having this, get new fabric, this is the quilt kit, you pay half down, you have to pay half later. This was not, and I told the lady I wanted it, so I wasn't going to back out. I wasn't going to back out. But you don't know how much the shipping and taxes is, because she doesn't let you know. And when you get the receipt, it doesn't show, so you don't know. You know how much you thought it was going to be, and it's not. So hopefully it will be so awesome, I will buy it again. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. I got 2 rows left. So I'm going to say goodnight because it's already almost 7 here. And I enjoy talking with you guys. And y'all let me know what you're doing. What are you watching? I want to know what you're watching. Y'all watch the stuff like I watch? Or I go to the whole other extreme and I'll watch Bob's Burgers. I love Bob's Burgers. I don't know why. I'm a weirdo. But give me some tips on that Minky down below in the comments. Like and subscribe. Click on my face, hit subscribe. And hopefully I'll have something for you coming soon. And we'll do a sew with me earlier because I was late. I've been lazy. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.